Hello, my name is Jelelle Awen. I am co-creator, facilitator, and teacher of Soulful Heart Healing, and an Ascension guide, and an author. And I like to produce or put out these guided meditations that allow you to connect with parts of yourself and the current ascension energies. So I've been feeling guided to do an updated one for a while, and I'm finally settled enough here in Canada after moving from Mexico that it feels like a good time to offer that. So what we're going to connect to today is just what I have come to call the Ascension chakras, and I've heard other teachers refer to them that way as well. And this is a visualization that I'll bring in today, which is to imagine that the 7 main chakras that you are probably familiar with and used to connecting to are similar to a tree trunk. So they're sort of the trunk of your sacred humanity. And if you've been working on those chakras for a long time, maybe accessing them, connecting with them through Reiki or prana healing or Kundalini awakenings. There's so many different methods and ways out there, or Tai Chi or that kind of thing. Then your trunk is probably quite solid to some degree. So what the Ascension chakras do to connect with them is to really connect upward to what I like to feel as the branches. So coming off of that top of that trunk, the crown, are all of these other chakras. I kind of see them almost as infinite, but we like to focus in on 3 specific ones that I will go through with you today. And then also the Gaia chakra, which is below your feet, connects to Mother Gaia. So that, of course, provides rooting and grounding. So the tree is really quite a beautiful metaphor for it, and visualization, because you have these branches that you're expanding out and these roots that you're connecting to. What I feel that does is it really expands the field out. It expands your aura out, not in a way that makes you too sensitive to other people's energies, but in a way that more inhabits your full being. So it's almost like just focusing on the trunk is just a more limited perspective or consciousness, because you're just here rather than the vastness of what's available out here and the grounding of what's available, really connecting to Mother Gaia. One piece I want to say is that grounding to Mother Gaia is also connecting to her Schumann or resonance frequency, which is often changing these days, spiking up, kind of maintained around 7.8 hertz for many years, but the last few years it's been spiking upward, even beyond 40 hertz. And I share about that very often in my energy updates. But as you connect to the Earth chakra, as we're going to do today, or what I like to feel as the Gaia chakra, you will be able to tune into that resonance frequency, which should help with grounding. The upper chakras will help with the integration of all of these codes and uploads and downloads and upgrades and whatever you want to call them that have been coming in through particularly solar winds. There's a quite growing hole on the surface of the sun, and from that hole these solar winds come, and they bring geomagnetic storms, high solar winds. What I've really felt about these is that they're also bringing in the codes again for our ascension. What I see in people in sessions when I connect up this way is that often these codes are kind of floating in their field up here. So I wanted to use these little cutouts, you know, the flower of life, of course, and Metatron's cube. And so you can imagine that these codes that come in from the solar energies are sort of floating in somebody's field. And that's kind of how they appear. But what we want to do is actually bring them in to the heart space. This is oversimplified, but in doing that, then they can embrace them and they can bring them into their being. So in checking out the chakras up here, your Ascension chakras, what you're feeling is, where are the codes, where are the downloads, and how are they being related to? I'm going to bring in your protector today, so you can connect with that energy. Many people who do my meditations have already connected to theirs. I will share a link to a specific meditation to do that. But today we'll do it too. And really what you're doing there is you're connecting to an energy that is protective of you, that wants you to be safe, wants you to be able to awaken without too much trauma flooding your field. So when we connect to this protector energy, we're also connecting to their relationship to your awakening and their relationship to these ascension energies. So when we talk about ascension energies, of course, there's a lot of body symptoms that people experience and share about. So particularly in the head and the neck area. And I believe there's a direct connection to this physical pain with how our protectors are relating to the process, how much they're letting in, what their resistances might be. So it's not just a matter of moving into light body and so there's pain. I feel that there's a resistance there in that pain, or the other piece, the other symptoms that people describe, the ringing in the ears, nausea. Those symptoms are actually asking you, they're inviting you to explore them, to go into the why of them, to go beyond, this is just ascension, this is just what is, or this is because of the solar winds, or this is because of the Schumann. But to go deeper in and actually connect how parts of you are relating to those frequencies. How are they receiving them? How do they feel about them? So I hope to make that connection for you today, to start bridging to that. Because when you can bridge to that, then you feel an empowerment. You feel a sense of understanding, of self-understanding and clarity about how you're actually integrating these energies. So it can be useful to know about them. That's why I share about them. But what's even more interesting, again, is the relationship to them. So that's what we want to explore today. And I want to mention that in this meditation, if you start feeling your protector and you start feeling a lot of feelings and a lot of whatever it is, fear, resistance, anger, sadness, just really let it come up. Let it be. This isn't just about reaching some kind of higher frequency of joy and magic and bliss. This is about being real, actually. Again, about how parts of you are relating to these energies. These energies are triggering. They are meant to push up karma patterns. They're meant to push up fears of moving into your bigness. They're meant to push up resistances to that, to speaking your truth or to sharing your soul gifts. That is the process of awakening. So while they can also offer bliss states and joy and energy and clarity and focus, they also churn up this oil. So that's what we're meant to have a relationship with. rather than just, oh, those are just the Ascension energies and I feel like crap again. Why should we feel like crap and just accept that, but instead go into it? Have a relationship with it. You may find as you do this meditation that you want to go deeper into an understanding of what you discover, and I offer a galactic activation session for men and women, and in that session we would specifically focus on your Ascension chakras, your protector, and exactly what I'm describing here. Also connect you to Star Family, or begin that connection, and your inner child as well. So that's something to think about. So I think we will start now with our meditation. So go ahead and close your eyes. Start to focus on your breathing. Begin to bring your attention inward. You might find it feels good just to let in some deep inhales and exhales. See yourself surrounded by a pure white energy. It's holding the space for this exploration today. It's creating a safety. We're going to invite the divine feminine to come in, and this can be whatever guide works for you, or maybe even an aspect of your soul. So Mary, Sophia, Magdalene, Kuan Yin, Kali, Isis. There's so many. But just right in this moment, just ask whichever feminine guide is personal to you to come forward. And feel her come stand by the left side of your field, just providing divine feminine support to you. And then we'll ask the divine masculine to come in on our right, and that may be one of the archangels, or Yeshua, Jesus, or whomever else, Buddha, whoever you feel resonant with. We're inviting them to come in on your right side. And then we're going to connect with your inner protector. By moving toward your castle. Start walking down the path in the woods toward your castle. which represents your essence. The castle may be small or big. It could have gold all around it, or it could be dark. Whatever you see is information for you. And now ask the guardian or protector of this castle to come forward so that you can meet them. They are usually male. They may have armor and a weapon. They may be happy to see you or not so happy. Just take them in. Connect to them. If you've connected to your protector before, just notice if there's any changes in their appearance or their energy. Greet them by name. And if this is your first time, you can ask your protector if there's a name you can call them by. So tell your protector now that you would like to connect with your Ascension chakras and the Ascension energies, codes, and downloads that are in your field. See how they respond to that. And definitely notice if there's any feelings that come up from them. Resistance or fear or concerns. And take in what those concerns are. I feel divine feminine mother and divine masculine father energies just sort of holding the space for your protector and you in a safety of exploration without expectation. So maybe your protector can lean into that in the moment. If you feel a very strong resistance, then maybe just be with that. Turn the video off and just feel. If your protector feels okay with it, then we'll move on. The first chakra we'll connect with that may be new to you is about 2 feet above your head. If you extend your arm upward, the very tip of your fingers is about where this chakra starts. And I like to call it your personal sun. So you can call it that as well. Or I've also seen it called your stellar gateway. So you may even tilt your head up to start receiving from your personal sun whatever codes or energies want to flow through. This is your connection to the great cosmic sun, and to the moon and lunar energies, and to the planets. You may see, as you connect to this chakra, you may see the codes as I described earlier, which could be sacred geometric patterns. They could be images or feelings. So see if you can bring those codes down, moving them into your heart space. You may even want to move your arms from way up and down to your heart space. And just see what that feels like as you do that. The next chakra we'll connect to is called the soul star, and it's about a foot above your head. I don't assign colors to chakras anymore because I feel like whatever color you see, you may not even see colors so much, or all of them may just feel like a rainbow or a diamond color. That's not really color, but silvery or gold. I notice as we're moving into Ascension, there's less of this strict color spectrum to the chakras. So whatever colors you see are the right ones for you. So as you connect to your soul star, this is the chakra that brings in the metasoul, the memories of other timelines and metasoul aspects living in those timelines. This connects you to karmic patterns and what people call ancestral wounding, which is really in the now. So all of those pieces of remembering. And sometimes people can feel their protector specifically connected to this chakra in concern of them remembering and lifting that veil. So check in here and sort of feel how clear is this chakra for you. Does it still feel foggy? Is it lit up? Bright? Or more dim? And we're bringing white light into these ascension chakras. So visualize white light coming in, your personal sun, and then moving into your soul star. And now down through your crown or the top of your head. So feel how these three are connected to each other in a flow. Move the white energy through them. And the other one we want to bring in is the Causal, which is at the back of the head. And this chakra is specifically connected to star family, light language communication, galactic consciousness awakening. This is where I feel a lot of the tension and discomfort can come from. So give this chakra a lot of wide energy and love. And this one you can really put your hands on the back of your head as well. If you like to do more of a Reiki based body connection, you can certainly do that. As you feel this chakra, just feel how open it is, how expanded is it. You might feel how connected it is to the throat chakra, and light language may come out, such as Barakasina Shisnalesi Handamugante Shamasu. Or you may feel like you need to dial it in a bit more. I always see this one as a dial in some way. That's sort of tuning in the broadcast, specific broadcast of your galactic frequency. So you could play with that a bit. If you turn it to the left or the right, what happens? So these three chakras may be new to you. You can feel their connection to each other. And you can visualize tree branches as well, just coming out of the crown, expanding to the back, expanding to the front. You can light them up with white energy. That always feels good. I felt that myself just now. And then bring that white energy through the more familiar chakras. Crown, the third eye or the forehead, the throat. Feel the clearing I needed to do there. Of course, the heart. Feel how your heart especially is doing right now. How does it feel? Does it feel open and expanded, trusting? Is there some pain or sorrow? There's a lot of shame coming up in the collective right now, and I'm seeing that quite a bit in sessions. So you may, if you feel any shame or guilt, that could be your protector. Maybe he feels, or they feel guilty about not opening these chakras sooner, or that they've been so protective of you, or the amount of codes that were in your field that weren't getting in. Just connect to them and what's going on for them in this moment. Maybe you feel a layer of shutdown or pull out or away in your heart. And you can connect that as well to your protector. Now run that white energy to your solar plexus or stomach area. See how that's feeling, if there's any kind of nausea or indigestion. Just feel into what that's about. Then down to your sacral area, your second chakra, womb space for women. Bringing that white energy through. Then to your root chakra at the base of your spine. And down the grounding cord into Gaia and your Gaia chakra. which is about 2 feet below your physical feet. So you may see this Gaia chakra and then Mother Gaia right there with it, or you may see this chakra and then way below to the center of the earth is Mother Gaia. They're connected. It's kind of a beautiful thing I've noticed, that there's this feminine down there in the earth, and then there's this masculine, this divine masculine in the personal sun. So I believe this is also having us feel our masculine and feminine balance that meets in our heart space. So you could connect to that as well. You could connect your personal sun to the divine masculine energy, and your Gaia chakra to the divine feminine, and bridge them visually into your heart space and energetically, where the two meet in your heart. So keep running the white energy, starting all the way at the top of your personal sun, shining down through the soul star to the back of the head in your causal, and then down the trunk and the spinal column, all the way down and out your root, and all the roots leading to Mother Gaia. You can visualize the tree here, your 5D sacred human. The branches lit up, the trunk lit up, and then the roots. Run the white energy through as many times as you want to. Your energy, by the way, the white energy may shift to the violet flame, a rose-colored energy, whatever works for you, whatever basically feels good. I like to work with white, pure light, personally, in doing this kind of thing. So check in now with your protector and see how they're doing. I feel there may be a shift in them. They could be more trusting, more relaxed, feeling more grounded. And hopefully you feel such a shift as well. So go ahead and open your eyes. Wonderful. Thank you for joining me in this, and hopefully what drew you to seek it, you received today. And I feel much love in my heart right now from the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, from my own heart to yours. Much love to you. Namaste.